good night. Of course, all over the world, different time zones, no matter where you at. Hope you're safe. Hope you're warm. Um, so this is episode one. My name is Callie, Callahan, whichever one you prefer. If you want to call me Sean, you can call me Sean too. Um, so this is Brooklyn Coded but Polished. I want to get this out the way real quick. I just finally completed the group, the community group that's very much aligned with the podcast, and the group is called Brooklyn Coded but Polished Cali and Athena's Tribe Community Group. And you can go on there, you can see the description already. I'm talking about this morning. I was up, my eyes. I didn't sleep, so I was up like working, putting together content, content, throwing it, posting the content, putting content out, putting more content out, sharing my peers' content. Um, then I finally put together and build the community group. It's amazing. It's awesome. Y'all will love it. So we're gonna have Throwback Thursdays. We're gonna also have starting the 27th of this month on Friday. Whoever is ready or feel comfortable, or whoever want to be the first one to don't be shy and step out of the comfort zone and have like a one-on-one, live. You just come up on the podium and we discuss a certain topic, or just from listening to certain videos, you want to piggyback on one of those topics, and we can just go back to discussing together and touching on certain key points of the topic and of those discussions and stuff like that, or whatever you bring to the forefront of the table that you had went through, even if it's nothing like crazy and personal, but something you probably have went through when you was at work, or when you crossed paths with somebody and you was in a store, when you was in Walmart shopping or something like that. All these real true things and fundamental things that we all go through um in life, and and especially the situations where a large percentage of individuals are supposed to have a moral code or a moral sense of a way of thinking, a moral mature way of thinking. So before I get into this, I want to just put this out there. This is a generalized educational topic of the discussion. This is generalized. But of course, everything that is generalized, us as human beings, we have to, like even me, I have to be realistic. It's a large percentage of people in the world that can very much relate to these topics, no matter what the topics are. It's a large percentage of people out there that can relate to these things. So, but the discussion is generalized though. So, and me personally, I'm one of those people that came close enough, that came very close to experiencing what we're about to discuss. And betrayal is betrayal, whether if it came very close to it or it doesn't happen. Betrayal is betrayal on either side. So this is about how men and women um betray their loved ones by just basically not being mindful of their loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's your family member, somebody that you really are close to, on some people's type of level, um, acquaintance, best friends. We all could relate to the situation, or the ones that at least can relate close enough. And again, this is a generalized topic, educational topic. So it ain't about nobody directly. But if you gonna be the idiot and snatch something out the air, something that was really generalized for a fact, and you go out your way with the biggest complex you probably insecurities you probably got as a man or a woman, and snatch what I'm talking about, and that was very much a generalized topic of discussion, and you take it and snatch it out the air and personalize it towards yourself, then that means that is either two things. Either you was the one that was betrayed, which is very understandable, of course. I feel you. My heart very much deeply goes out to you. We here. We gonna get through this together. Or if you the bozo creep, low key type dude that snatched it out the air because everything that I was talking and describing, you in your hearts of hearts, low key, felt that it was describing you. So those are the only two reasons that a person would snatch something that is very much generalized and personalized for themselves. So, and this is what I wrote. I wrote this, and it says, it's about betrayal behind closed doors, the tragic triangle. There's a specific kind of betrayal that doesn't just break hearts; it fractures history. It destroys loyalty. It dismantles years of brotherhood or sisterhood. It poisons families. Today's topic dives into one of the oldest, most devastating human failures, of course, when a friend goes behind another friend's back, becomes involved with their partner, whether that's your girlfriend, wife, husband, or the mother or father of their children. And unfortunately, you know, it's a lot of that going on, man. So even up to this day, and people are really playing your face and think is a game. Again, I came close. I came very close to experiencing as far as the closest that I came is when a motherfucker wait till I gotta step away. That's how ass a motherfucker is. A motherfucker gotta wait till I step away type shit, and then start bumping his gums or whatever, and on some violation shit. Now that's as close as I came. It haven't happened though. Fortunately though, why? Because of the beautiful woman that I always had in my life. She is very much and everything starts from home. That's a proven fact. She was raised really, really. I'm talking about magnanimously great in every aspect in her own right, and her family raised her beautifully well. The true definition of how both parents, whether if you're a man or a woman, how you raise your children or your child, whether it's a boy or a girl or girls, you raise them to the best of your ability with all the beautiful morals and principles that you that you very much instill in your children. It always starts from home. So the woman that is going the woman that out there that exists that is totally the opposite of that, and that just so quick to be all up in the in dudes' faces, your man people faces, and you're so super bubbly, and y'all want to use that as that so-called go-to, or y'all want to be so quick to use that. Oh, you're very outgoing. No, you just want to just you're an attention whore. You want to excuse my language, but that's what you are. You want to always just be all in the video, like Suge said. You want to just be all in the video and just want to just be in a spotlight. Want to be mad, super over the top flirtatious, and want to be in your man's people's faces and shit like that. That's not cool. Um, Now for the guys out there that have like been betrayed all the way to where that situation really, really finally has been executed, my heart goes out to y'all. For those that's going through that now, because that went on for so many long years, then that don't mean that it's not happening in real time. Somewhere in the world, this type of shit is happening. This is why I like to have these realistic type discussions. You know, you take what you need and leave the rest. But take what you need to move forward and hold on to. on some inspirational tools, and then leave the rest. So this is not just about cheating, of course. This is about loyalty violated, trust weaponized, and moral collapse within close circles. And history, psychology, and lived experience all agree. So no matter what part of the of life you, no matter what part of the world you at, and what part of life you that you are a part of, whether if you're a professional psychologist, counselor, whether if you're an average Joe, everybody knows the common one thing that everybody got, the number one thing that everybody got in common overall that would agree with is what I just said. Loyalty violated, trust weaponized, and a moral collapse within close circle. This is not about cheating. This is about loyalty violated. It says here the damage from this tragic triangle could be echoed for generations. So you can leave behind a bad stink, so to speak, or bad permanent spot, bad spot that you can't get rid of. It's like a dark cloud that follows you. The true definition of a dark cloud. So I wrote down key points, the core moral breakdown. At the heart of all of this issues are three violated principles. At the heart of all of this, or at the heart of this devastating issue and topic, there are three violated principles. Loyalty is number one, of course. Friendship is built on an unspoken covenant. Look up the word covenant. Friendship, and look up the word friendship again, because everybody be freestyling with friendship in the back of their mind. They be doctoring up with what they want to like put together what in their mind, excuse me, a friendship or a friend is, a true friendship or a friend is. So it says friendships is built on an unspoken covenant. I protect your name when you're not around. I guard your vulnerabilities. I don't compete for what's scared to you. Breaking that covenant turns friendship into rivalry, and intimacy into warfare. Listen to what I just said, man. Breaking that covenant turns friendship into rivalry and intimacy into warfare. Number two, respect for boundaries. Romantic partners within your close circles are off limits. Crossing that boundary shows selfish impulse, whether it's the man or the woman that want to be the center of attention. Like I said, attention whore, excuse my language, but it is what it is. So, crossing that boundary shows selfish impulse over integrity, desire over discipline, ego over empathy. And the third one, accountability is my accent. Accountability. This betrayal is never one sided. The friend who initiates it is the responsible one. The partner who allows is also the responsible one. Now, I'm not going to go, I'm going to make this part one of this episode, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do a second part to this. So this is it's going to still be episode one, but it's part two to this, to episode one, of course. So I'm going to do a second part. I'm not going to go deep. So, and it says both individuals make conscious decisions. No one put such and such to your head to make you do anything. No one force your legs open. No one forces this. No one forces that. Y'all both are responsible parties. Now, after this, I'm gonna let all of that definitely sit in. I'm gonna let it sink in and settle in mentally, and then I'm gonna get back to you when I come with the second part. But yeah, it's very sad. So I'm gonna tell you a situation. It ain't got nothing to do with me, but I'm gonna tell you like an example of a situation. Put it like this. I'm gonna use this as an example. But like I said, a lot of people have really been through that or whatever. So you got. I'm gonna just mention a scenario of an example. So you're in a club. You're in a club with your shorty. The club is packed. Everybody having a good time, turning up. My bad, y'all. The time is over. The time is up. So I'm gonna continue this on part two of this of episode one. Part two to this. We gonna finish. But big shout out to GB first and foremost. Love you, my guy. I ain't forget about you at all. I'm putting things together. I'm really taking it seriously than what I ever did before. I really am doing the work. Um, for real, this is like if you was in a corporate world. Like this is not easy as everybody think it is. Like you really gotta do the work. Like you gotta. It's not just about posting up content. You gotta do a lot of editing. You gotta you gotta make sure all your ducks in a row. You gotta do your research. Make sure have everything and all your ducks in a row. All your ammunition ready. So um, but I feel good, and I'm really happy about this. So I'm looking forward to growing and prospering, especially growing with my community, my beautiful community from this. And big shout out to Let's Grow Together, that beautiful group that I'm a part of, with all those beautiful people all over the world, from where I'm at, all over the world, genuine, beautiful souls. Big shout out to y'all. I did a video for y'all too, so I gotta edit that and then I'm gonna send that off and you know, thanking all the ladies and thanking the whole entire group for making me a part of y'all group and showing me, giving me y'all blessings and showing me love the way y'all doing. Obviously, y'all want to see me grow. Y'all want to see me prosper in this field and in this journey, and I'm all for it. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna finish the second part. I'm not gonna keep dragging this on. Big shout out to Cousin Haas, Jico, definitely Pete, you know what I'm saying? Sparks, Bolo, Lambo, Lambrezi, you know what I mean? Stink, Cousin Stink. I mean, all my real rights. Everybody that they know I know what it really is and how official they are and how much love is between me and them. Big shout out to all y'all. Big shout out to the other Haas, Big. Um, yeah, so and big shout out to East New York, of course. But I'm definitely gonna come back with part two, and we're gonna finish this because it's a lot to unpack, And I'm already at 20, so almost. So we definitely gonna wrap this up and then come back. So I see y'all next time. Until next time, y'all.